Well, I meant to change my air filter and my fuel filter a couple days ago when I did the oil, but I just ran out of time that day. Today I'll be using the Wix fuel filter along with a MicroGuard air filter. I'll show you the part numbers here in just a minute. So that's the part number on the fuel filter if you're interested, as well as the part number on the MicroGuard air filter. My truck has two buckles holding the top of the air filter canister on. You pop those buckles off, then you can raise this side of the canister up. The back side of the cap is sort of hinged on. Don't know if you can see this. There's 4 different tabs on the back that slide down into these notches. You slide that up and you can lift it out. So with the top lifted up out of the way, you can slide that air filter out of there. I'm not sure when I changed this thing last, but on the new one I put in today, I'm gonna write the mileage down on the vehicle so I know for next time. Take a look down in here. If you have any bugs or any debris, you need to get that pulled out of there before installing the new filter. And I see I have a few little things in there that need to come out. That big old horsefly and a couple butterflies in there. All right, let's grab that new air filter. Let's give you a real quick comparison. Which one is new and which one is used? Now, just need to hinge that back together and snap these 2 buckles back down. I'm going to get a piece of tape and put on here, right on there with a Sharpie, the mileage of the truck. That way, when I open the hood, I can see at a glance how many miles I changed it out at. The fuel filter is real easy to change out as well. Only need a couple simple tools. The fuel filter is located on the driver's side of the engine. It's this canister right here. I don't have one under the bed back by the rear axle, only one filter. Tools I need today is I'm using a couple extensions with a universal joint and a 28mm socket on my ratchet. Now before I unscrew that cap, there's one other thing I'd like to do. There's a drain at the bottom of that fuel filter. It's that right there, looks yellow in color. I'm actually using a screwdriver to reach down there and turn it because my arms aren't long enough. But you turn that counterclockwise and you'll begin to drain all the fuel in that canister. I always change out that fuel filter when the motor's cool. I never do it after running and it's hot. So when you loosen that drain plug, all that diesel fuel in the canister is going to come running out. I don't know if you're going to be able to see what I'm talking about. Down at the very bottom of this drain, I've seen people attach a fuel line hose of several inches in length and let it, so that way all that fuel will run down past your truck and not on top of it like I'm doing right now. Maybe that's a better angle. I'm going to attach a fuel line right here. drain that fuel out to the bottom. That's why I never drain it on a hot engine. So if any of you Cummins 6.7 liter diesel engine owners have a safer way of draining that fuel filter, let me know down below. Alright, let's get down in there and see if we can't pop that fuel filter cap off. Well, that wasn't as tight as I expected. I believe I can get that off by hand if I can get to it. I should be able to lift that filter out of there. There's definitely not much for you to grab a hold of down there. So here's the old one I just pulled out of the truck. It looked just like this new one 7,500 miles ago when I installed it. The new filter comes with a new O-ring that's sitting on top of that canister down there, and the lid will seal up against it. Now what I need to do is get something and fish that O-ring out of there so I can replace it. I've misplaced my little hook, my little pick, so I'll try to remove this with this little flathead screwdriver. That took a little bit of maneuvering, but I got it out of there. Let's grab that new one, put it on as well. The fuel filter looks like this on the bottom, so it'll slide down just like this. It'll only go in one direction. Right, just want to push it down in place, and we'll put that cap back on. And grab my socket and we'll snug that up. You don't want to over tighten anything down there and crack that and have to replace the canister. Can't get that as snug as I want with one hand, so I had to put this camera down and finish that up. And whatever you do, don't forget to tighten that drain plug back up by turning it clockwise. You'll have a lot of diesel flowing out the bottom if you don't. Now I'd like to cycle that fuel pump a few times, 3 or 4 times, try to prime that fuel filter, get all the air out of there. Turn that key on 3 or 4 times, and each time you do so, you hear the fuel pump kick on. All right, here we go. Wish me luck. All right, let's take a look under the hood, under the truck. Hopefully there's nothing squirting out. Well, everything appears to be good. I do have one regret. I wish I checked my fuel pressure before that fuel filter change, and then check the fuel pressure again afterwards, see if there's any difference. Well, if you have any tips or tricks on changing your fuel filter, be sure to share them with me. I appreciate it. Hey, thanks for watching. And I'll catch y'all next time here at Diddle Do Homestead. Have a good day, everybody.